We're talking uranium with the CEO of Uranium Energy Corporation today here at the PDAC. Amir Adnani joins us back on Kitco News. Amir,
good to be back with you.
Yeah, good to be
talking about uranium on Kitco.
Yes,
Why not?
And we're also going to talk gold in a second, since I know you're also involved in that. But first, uranium in a bear market for the past 5 years here. Amir, when are things going to take off here?
Well, as the old adage goes, the formula for a bear market is the bear market itself. Low prices help with the oversupply situation that we've had in the last 5 years for uranium. Today, you see the uranium market with Japan finally back online with 4 reactors and turning on more. And I would really bring your audience's attention to yesterday's news. China put out their 13th 5-year plan, and they're now talking about increasing their nuclear capacity from currently 27 gigawatts to 160 gigawatts by 2040. This is a new number that they came out with yesterday, and it really sets the tone for the demand profile and this expected growth that we're going to have. And don't forget, the uranium story is really also gaining strong traction since the COP21 talks in Paris around climate change issues. How are we going to curb the CO2 emissions and deal with greenhouse gases unless nuclear plays a significant force in the overall energy picture?
So, Amir, do you think we'll also really only see the spot price of uranium start moving once utilities start buying?
The spot price of uranium has pulled back a bit here over the last few weeks, but I think you hit the nail on the head. This demand improvement and the improvement in the overall demand is bringing buyers back into the market, but a market that for 5 years has had very little investment when it comes to building mines. There hasn't been supply growth. Exploration has been curtailed. So yeah, I think we're really set for a strong price sort of movement in 2016. Right now things are off to a bit of a quiet start, but look at what's been going on in the world with the price of oil, and the energy trade has had difficulties since the beginning of the year. Uranium's caught up in that, but I think we're really going to see a strong year for uranium after 5 years of having sort of really gone through a difficult time.
You've raised $10.5 million. You announced this yesterday here at the PDAC in Toronto. What are your plans for 2016?
Well, first of all, we're looking at closing that financing probably by Thursday, we said in our press release, but we feel confident we'll do that. We've got a project and a set of portfolio in Texas and Paraguay that we are looking at advancing. We're production ready. We have our processing plant fully licensed. Our first mine is built, fully licensed, on standby. And so we're looking at just continue to advance both the resource portfolio and also the permitted base that we have for production.
Let's switch gears here and talk gold. We are at the PDAC, the world's largest mining show. And on Kitco. You're also invested in Brazil Resources. So tell us your thoughts on gold.
Well, it's the ultimate anti-establishment trade. And what I mean is, in a way, it's sort of like Donald Trump being the anti-establishment vote. Goldman continues to call for lower gold prices in this environment where 70% of central bankers are talking about negative interest rate environment. And we're seeing continued strength in the price of gold. It's truly amazing to watch this, as amazing as it is to watch the GOP nomination on the presidential side. But I just see an interesting parallel there. But nonetheless, I'm heavily exposed to Brazil Resources as the founder of the company and as the chairman of that company. We're buying gold resources in the ground for less than what we think is going to, buying it at a cheaper price than what it would cost to drill it. So that's our business model there.
So Amir, if you had to choose between gold or uranium, your 2 babies here, who's the star of the commodity space?
Come on, I've got 3 young kids that it's like asking me which is my favorite ones. It's, you've got totally different macro fundamentals for uranium, which is a depleting commodity. We got to consume it, and it generates electricity that we need, and then we need more. Whereas gold really plays as a currency, it really plays as insurance for wealth preservation and wealth creation. So luckily, they're not substitutes for one another.
Absolutely. Amir, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me again.
And thank you for watching our coverage on Kitco News here from the PDAC.